Welcome to the class, gentlemen. As part of the orientation program which I am undertaking to help you all for job selection, retention and promotion, I will talk on topic college to corporates. Graduating from college is a significant rite of passage. For most graduates, it signifies an important transform into the real world of being totally independent and earning a living full time. The thought of making on your own makes you anxious and uncertain. It can make you positive and rosy about expectations. The difference depends how you prepare for the material and physical thing, and every move requires a planned action from college to the workspace. Well, let's see what are the kind of changes which take place when you are in college and then you come to the campus. In a campus, it's an independent environment. You're accountable to possibly your exams, your teachers only for a limited period of the time. When you come to corporate environment, you are liable and responsible to the corporate throughout the working hours. A sense of freedom reduces. The workplace has changed. The workplace from informality has become formal. You got to have formal relationships and carry out the work as planned by the standards of the company. In a changed workplace, you cannot just club the work at the end of the year for your exams. You have to perform consistently. There are demands of the workplace you must try to understand, must try to find out. You also must try to find out the importance of behavioral skills. Behavioral skills like cooperation, behavioral skills like interpersonal relationship, behavior skills like good manners, respectful to seniors, all are a part of the college to corporates. However bright you may be, however you good may be, you have to understand that there is a change and you have to mold yourself according to the change. Now let's just talk about the workplace requirements. Workplace requires standardized norms of behavior. Your behavior towards your seniors, towards your juniors, towards your peers is nearly standardized. And that when we later on talk, we'll talk of etiquettes at workplace or corporate etiquettes. You are expected to avoid conflict of interest. Well, just because you want to compete with me, that does not mean you allow the company's interest to suffer, or you create conditions that the company's end product is delayed or there is a loss to the company. So you have to avoid conflict of interest and look at the larger interest of the organization you are working. Confidentiality. You have to maintain confidentiality about the company's affair. You cannot go out and keep talking about the company's affair, because sooner or later the information will go. You cannot talk about your secrets of one department to another department. You got to maintain a discreet secrecy. Well, there will be handling tiny pinpricks every second, third day. You may feel that you have been wronged by your senior. You may feel that you have not got the credit for your work which you have done. You have to accept it. It's your word against senior, and mostly the senior's word will be taken. So you should be prepared to face some pinpricks and not react. Mind you, all these are stages when we talk of retention. People get selected, but then retention, all this becomes part of the retention. Maintain positive attitude. If in every task which you are asked to perform, you have a attitude of gloom, attitude of despair, you are going to pass on the same attitude towards your other workers, your co-workers. So avoid, maintain a positive attitude, avoid an attitude of despair, maintain an attitude of achievements of goal and participating in the team. Now we will talk about the workplace ethics. Like said earlier, that importance of behavioral skills is very essential when you are come from college to corporates. You are expected to extend courtesy to all your peers, to your senior, to your juniors, generally your customers, your inner customers, your outbound customers, and those courtesies have to be, or rather, you should try to get this genuineness, element of genuineness in the courtesy. After all, courtesy never made you lose anything. It only makes you gain some things. Listen, when you were in college, you had choice to listen or not to listen. But in a workplace, you have to listen. You have to understand. You have to act. If you do not listen, you do not comprehend. If you do not comprehend, you do not perform properly. So it is essential that you are listening and comprehending. Well, whenever you are asked to give your opinion. Do not argue, because it's still too young for you to argue. You are dealing with the people who are superior to you and who are more familiar with the environment. Carry out instructions. Carry out instructions of the superiors, the standard operating procedures, and of the organization. You will not go wrong. You have been, normally you get hired for your skills. That is, they found you okay, they found you reasonably a good fit, they have taken you in. But you will be fired for your attitude. That's a famous saying. This means that if you try to poke a spoke in whatever work is being done, if you try to be argumentative, if you try to be blockage, if you try to be a messiah of doom, you are likely not going to be retained for a long time. This kind of attitude may have been possible in the college, but once you are in a workplace, you got to have a positive attitude. Now, let's consider 3 key skills that will be vital to your transition at the workplace. First skill, developing effective communication skills. That is very essential to, let's put it that way, that communication increases your acceptability. We will be separately talking about acceptability at the workplace. So, as a young professional, you need to focus both on verbal as well as written communication, email and regular correspondence. Try to take tips for your business writing. Business writing and writing in the colleges are quite different. Here you must know how to make a formal, comprehensive written document. This isn't easy, but you will have to meet this challenge and be successful with all the people whom you interact. Strive to build stronger and better relationship with your work associates. Administratively, you should try and manage your job. The everyday's employees are judged by their ability to manage project profiles, priorities, and deadline. And organization success, and to a very great success, depends upon the degree, upon your skill in getting the things done on time with the desired result. So these are some of the topics we have just talked on. We will talk of all these topics in detail over a course of time. I hope with these little details you will find them useful for retaining a job. Thank you. You can see the detailed presentation on my website www.learn-through-web.com. Thank you.